What's up, guys? I want to talk about 5 things I never leave home without. Number 5 is this. Back in the day, think of, why don't you imagine with me for a second? Ancient Rome, the knights, the samurais. What did they carry on them every single day? They might have had a dagger, a spear, a sword of some kind. Now in today's world, what is the new EDC? What is the new dagger of today? Today, we have the pistol. Now, I always carry a pistol with me when I'm out and about and with my family or etc. And that is the new dagger of today. Now, yes, there's still knives, pocket knives, etc. And I believe those are important, but that's one thing I don't leave without. Now, the next thing I pair with that is an EDC flashlight. Now, you've probably, I don't know, maybe you've experienced a power outage. Maybe you have been into a store that has experienced power outages. But having EDC flashlight is great for so many things. Now, this next item in the same category is pepper spray. And this particular one is by Palm Pepper Spray. Now, I believe that pepper spray bridges the gap between a deadly force encounter to an unarmed conflict. Pepper spray is right in the middle. It helps to kind of, deviate certain situations without having to deal deadly force. This is so important. I think this is also underrated as well. But even if you can't carry a firearm somewhere, you can always have pepper spray on you. All right. Next, number 4 is the IFAK. What is an IFAK? What is that word and what does that stand for? It stands for Individual First Aid Kit. Now, when I talk about this kind of IFAK, I'm not talking about, a boo-boo kit that's Band-Aids, Neosporin, alcohol wipes. Yes, those are great for maybe small cuts and abrasions, but I'm talking about, a wound that might be a bit more serious than that. So, small tourniquet, chest seals, some wound packing gauze, and some gloves. The cool thing about this by Snake Staff Systems is that it is so small that you can put this in the back of your pocket. Super essential. Number 3 is something that you don't necessarily carry on yourself or in your pockets, but in your mind. And that is situational awareness. Situational awareness, I believe, is so important, because that is what helps you understand the baseline of any environment that you might go into. That might be the grocery store. That might be from the parking garage to your apartment. That might be going to the park with your family. Understanding what's normal and then being able to pick up things that are anomalies, something that's out of the baseline, something that might be, a danger, something that might be a hazard, for example. So making sure that you're using your mind in that way to prevent things from happening is also essential. Number 2, your phone. Now, if you take out all the apps on your phone, what is it normally for? It's a lifeline. A lifeline is maybe to call your friends, maybe to call your family. A lot of times, though, we've grown up to outsource our help. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, hey, someone got hurt, someone fell, I need to call 911 and I need an ambulance. Hey, there's a small fire starting, I need to call 911. I might need help because there's a self-defense incident going on of someone else and I don't know what to do, and so I need to call 911. I'm a big believer on understanding how to have a little bit of skills to be able to be your own first responder. I'm not saying don't call 911 at all. What I'm saying is, if there's something you could deal with first, within those seconds that they can't be there, that is some of the best thing you could probably do for yourself and for your loved ones. You know, today, the statistics are out there. They can respond anywhere from 3 to 5 to 10, 12 minutes, or even longer, depending where you live, depending where you're at that specific moment in time. So, having comms to be able to call out when you need help the most. Number 1 is the most important, and that's why I left it for last. I don't know about you, but I know, even as someone who has all these things, I can't deal with everything on my own. And let alone some of the most horrific and tragic things. I put my hope in Jesus, and the ultimate protector, the ultimate healer is number 1, is Jesus Christ. You know, when I walk out the door, no matter where I'm at, the environment, I know he's always going to be there to watch my back, to watch my 6. And every morning, putting on the armor of God. Now, if you don't know what that is, check it out. And you'll see how those things that you can utilize and put on every morning can help you to be able to be protected as you walk out into different environments, into the store, out of your home, to the parking garage, to work, etc. All these things. I believe these are the 5 most important things to me, but also I hope that it helps you as well. Guys, thanks for joining in. If you have any questions, put them down on there. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for letting me show you all the stuff I have here, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.